Here's a video where all we're going to do is break down why Avicii's melodies are so good. I'm going to show you a couple things you could take away from these melodies to improve your own melodies. And finally, we are going to jam. I've been in a could be the one mood lately, so let's start with that one. I love how after every main phrase of this melody, there's a lead in to the next phrase. 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 Let's hear it with harmony. This is so Avicii, but it's not Avicii yet. I feel like Avicii was very, very good at dressing up his sounds. Like it would take a lot of echo. And then just crank the reverb. Let's dive deeper into these chords and see if we can uncover some cool little secrets. Looks like we start on the F sharp minor chord and then go up to the A major, to the D major, B minor, C minor, and then D major. This puts us in the F sharp minor scale. So we start on the first chord in that scale, and it looks like we go up to the third chord in that scale, which is the A major. The third chord in the minor scale represents the tonic of the relative major scale. That means anytime you use this chord, the third chord, you get a very happy sound. It's a way you can inject some happiness into your minor scale chord progression. Next, we go down to another major chord. Two major chords back to back with a big change in between them can also give you a nice dose of happiness. So isn't that interesting? We're in a minor scale, but I think the overall vibe here is very happy and uplifting. What do you think? Let me know. Probably would have been a lot different if we took this chord and he went down to the 7 and then to the 6. Now it's a little sadder. So we get some happy movements here on the first half of the chords. Then the second half, we have an upward moving progression, which can also lead to a very uplifting sound. But there is something else that's really cool about this melody, and that's that it follows the notes of the chords. Check this out. On chord number 1, we have that minor interval that goes from the A to the F sharp. Look at the melody notes. The major interval on chord 2. Isn't that awesome? And we see this echo throughout the rest of the chord progression. That's the same G sharp and E there. But check this out, when we get to the drop, he changes the chords a bit. He adds a new chord to the end of each phrase, and he changed the sound to this nice big dance piano. Isn't that so Avicii? Remember the lead melody as well? He took this, put it on a big bright synth, and he enhanced all the notes. And of course, when you're dissecting an Avicii song, you have to layer the chords, because that's what he would have done. So here's the main chords. Let's put a couple layers on there. The synth I'm going to use is Nexus 5, which is the new version of the synth he used to use in like all of his hit songs, which was Nexus 2. and you just leave planet Earth. I thought this layer sounded good. Nice super saw enhancement. But you can't ever forget the video that taught us all how to layer sounds with Nexus 2.
After the sidekick, so to get the reverb not ducking. And I usually use.
I used to go to sleep to this video every single night. Like there's something just very calming about it. And so now when I'm stacking sounds, I try to just do it as fluidly and relaxed as he is in that video. Now here's the drop. Do you remember this nostalgia? Is that not a jam? Now this is mostly sounds from Nexus 2, and I will be using a lot of Nexus in this video. This isn't an ad for Nexus by any means. It's just easier for me to remake all of his drops using the synth that he used to use. The next melody I want to discuss is Sky Full of Stars. Now this song was actually released under the band Coldplay, but Avicii wrote the instrumental for it. And boy, is it a good melody. So this melody looks like this. And like the first melody we did, Could You Be the One? The harmony, or in other words, the chords, follows the contour of this melody. That's how we know Avicii made it. So look how this melody moves. Melody goes up, bass notes go down. Here it is a little closer to how it was in the intro of Sky Full of Stars. Now these chords are a little tough for me to figure out. I know what chords they are, I just don't know how they were written. The first chord in the progression is a D sharp minor. Next is a C sharp major. Then a B major. An F sharp major. And then an A sharp minor. But if we play them with chords, but if we play this with all the triads written out like this, it doesn't sound right. Isn't that weird? And I noticed when you take away the third from each chord, you get close. But it's still not perfect because of that middle note. And I know for a fact I'm right on the top line and right on the bottom line. Only other idea I have is if we try the pedal tone, which you would sneak into a lot of his chord progressions. Pedal tone is just a note that doesn't change throughout the chord progression. In this case, we're going to take the major tonic. Can't be it. You know what would be really silly? If Chris Martin from Coldplay was the one who wrote these chords, and I'm trying to, like, make an Avicii video over here. That would be embarrassing. I'm still putting it out, though. It's going in the video. Music is music. Now, on the drop, he takes this exact melody, and he enhances all the sounds. So he takes this mellow piano and seemingly drops it onto his favorite plugin, Nexus, and finds one of the big piano sounds within Nexus. That's huge. Now, Avicii had a very specific way of layering his melody sounds together. So we're going to duplicate this a couple times. We're going to take the chords on this second layer. We're going to get rid of all the top line notes. I've already picked a bass sound in Nexus. And this is going to be our bass. Let's go to layer 3. We'll take the low notes out of this one so we can focus on layering this top line. Let's do it Avicii style, where you just let the melody run and pick a sound. That sounds like Avicii. We need a screamer like this. See how you sneak the layer in? And now the top line is enhanced. Pick another sound for that top line. That is so Avicii. I'm gonna put this up an octave. Wait, listen to how big this is. Isn't that huge? Here's levels. I've actually never made the levels melody in a YouTube video. This is a very simple 8th note melody, which just means 8 notes per 1 bar. Wait a second. We're seeing the same thing we saw on melody number 1, which is a phrase and then a lead into the next phrase. I didn't even know that. I didn't even realize that when I rehearsed this video. Let's see what other goodies we find. And then another lead in. We have to use. Now the harmony, or the bass notes for this melody, is very much similar to what we saw in Sky Full of Stars and Could You Be the One. And that is that it has a similar way of following the contour of the melody. So in this case, it has the same start and pauses, and it's also the same rhythm. Pull it down an octave. I think we finish out this note down here. Let's make some chords to get a little bit more emotion going. Now for this part, I am just guessing. But the cool part about music is you're allowed to guess. Wonder if it's just a pedal tone with some fifths. Either I'm right on the money or light years off. Let's change the sounds and see if we get closer. I'm going to take the full melody and break it down in Avicii fashion. Put the top line on a single sound. We'll take the piano sound from earlier, that nice Nexus 2 dance piano. Let's take the bass sound we used from the Sky Full of Stars remake. I'm going to put all our notes on that instrument and take all the top notes and leave just the bass notes. I'm going to make everything duck with that piano. Let's take this happy little kick Well, that is a video for you. I hope you enjoyed it. If you would like to work with me one-on-one so I can teach you how to become a master at music production, check out my resources in the description below this video. And as always, stay tuned for the next video lesson.